have I been playing? Probably a while. What time is it? Peter!
Huh?
It's time to film the show.
Oh gosh.
Let's go. Oh yeah. Why does this take so long? Alright, so as you may know, many of Nintendo's most popular franchises have recently turned 25. Nintendo is celebrating this by releasing box sets and other collectible stuff.
And the next game series in line for that is Metroid.
So in celebration of the anniversary, we're going to review Metroid.
Not any of the remakes though. The original one, for the NES.
So let's not waste any time. Let's jump right in and start the review.
Alright, let's go. It's been 25 years since Metroid first came out. How well does it hold up today? Let's find out.
Okay, so this is Metroid, the epic adventure from 1987. Your objective in this game is this. As the intergalactic bounty hunter Samus Aran, you must infiltrate the planet Zebes, destroy the Metroids on the planet, and kill Mother Brain, the mechanical life vein.
Gameplay in Metroid is unlike many of the side-scrollers on the NES. Instead of moving right and getting to the end of the stage, you have free range. You can move anywhere you want and explore the planet, eventually finding your way to Mother Brain's lair.
The controls are very straightforward. The B button fires Samus's arm cannon, firing whatever beam weapon you've currently picked up. The A button allows Samus to jump, either straight up or at an angle, depending on what direction you hold the D-pad in. If you do a running jump, Samus will do a flip jump, which can get you more height off your jump and allow you to reach higher platforms. The D-pad controls Samus's movement, and if you hold up, allows Samus to shoot up, or straight forward, left and right, depending on what direction you hold it in. The select button allows you to switch between your regular beam cannon and missiles, more powerful shots that you can pick up later in the game. There are several different areas to explore in Metroid: Brinstar, Norfair, Ridley's Lair, Kraid's Lair, and Torian, where you'll fight Mother Brain.
When Samus begins her mission, she is not well equipped to explore the planet. Her beam does not even reach the end of the screen. However, you can track down the long beam, which fixes this problem.
Why does Samus need a power-up to get her beam to reach the end of the screen?
Another problem about Metroid, not that I'm complaining, is that you can't shoot diagonally or down. What, is there something wrong with her? I mean, normal people can shoot anywhere. It's not like you're restricted to certain parts. I mean, even Contra, not like that, but Contra, you could shoot anywhere. What's wrong with Samus that restricts her from doing this?
Well, of course, it is the first game in the series, so there were some flaws that would be ironed out in sequels, but seriously, not being able to shoot diagonally or down can get you killed in a lot of places in this game. It's ridiculous! And some deaths can be just so cheap. The difficulty really gets cranked up because of this, but that's not to say it isn't fun.
In addition to the long beam, we have many good power-ups to search for in this game. These include the Wave Beam, which covers most areas that the Standard Beam cannot, the Ice Beam, which freezes enemies in place, the High Jump Boots, the Morph Ball, and the Varia Suit.
You can also find the Morph Ball bombs in Brinstar, which allows you to set bombs while in Morph Ball mode. You have an infinite supply, so you can bomb your way through tight spots and find your way through secret tunnels to gain more power-ups. However, the coolest power-up is probably the Screw Attack, which is located somewhere in Norfair. Whenever she does a flip jump, Samus will flash many colors and be invincible, killing any enemy she comes in contact with.
This definitely makes tight quarters much easier to navigate. Further along on your travels, you'll eventually encounter the two bosses, Ridley and Kraid. Ridley is ridiculously easy as long as you have the Ice Beam, and Kraid will go down with several hits from the Morph Ball bombs.
If you defeat both bosses, the passage to Torian, the final area, opens up. However, before heading down, I recommend you power up by collecting the hidden energy tanks and loading up on missiles, which will blast any enemy to pieces. Having the Varia Suit would help too, as it makes you take less damage, and believe me, you're really gonna need it to find your way through Torian.
Considering the game's name is Metroid, you hardly see any of them in the game. In fact, the only time you see them is in Torian. They are one of the two enemies there besides the boss. Besides the Metroids in Torian, you find these orange rings. They tend to be very annoying because not only do they spawn in multiple numbers, but they bounce around the room and are really hard to hit. It's like when you hit one, two more come in your place, and you're bound to be killed a few times in Torian.
Now, since it's the last area, despite the small number of enemies you have to face, which are only Metroids and the annoying red rings of death, Metroids are the hardest enemies to kill. To kill them, you gotta freeze them with the Ice Beam and then blast them to pieces with missiles. It actually takes 5 missile hits to kill them. But when you kill them, they always drop either 30 units of health or, I think, 35 missiles. Which is actually pretty good, considering that by this point in the game, you might be low on missiles or low on health. So you could just farm Metroids and get your health and energy back up. Now, Torian is actually really small. I think it's only made up of 4 different rooms, but the rooms themselves are actually very big. But after traveling through the 4 different rooms, you come to the final corridor, where waiting at the end will be Mother Brain.
Considering Mother Brain is the final boss of Metroid, she is actually relatively easy. The only problem is getting to her. The room that she's located in is not only guarded by turrets that shoot at you, but doors that regenerate if you don't destroy them quick enough, and the annoying orange rings. Metroids are actually absent, which is, I guess, surprising considering Mother Brain is the creator of them. Mother Brain herself is relatively easy. Just shoot her with missiles until she dies. Just make sure you don't get hit by missiles or the annoying orange rings.
However, even after beating Mother Brain, the adventure still isn't over. As soon as you beat her, a timer starts counting down, and you only have a short amount of time to climb up this long vertical shaft in order to get to the escape elevator so you can escape the planet before everything blows up. This is definitely one of the most frantic parts of the game, and you'll want to get to the top of this elevator shaft as quickly as you can. Just make sure you land where you want to land, or else you're going to fall all the way down and have to climb all the way back up, and probably won't make it. Now, even though this is an epic game, we still have to discuss the worst problem in this game: getting lost.
What? I thought we already talked about that.
No, Peter, we haven't.
Darn it! I'm so lost.
While you're wandering around on planet Zebes, it's almost guaranteed that you'll get lost. Rooms look almost identical to each other sometimes, and you'll get the false impression that you've already been in a room when you're actually getting somewhere.
I think the creators wanted to give an impression of deja vu to the players. However, first-time players will easily get lost in the maze-like passages within the planet.
This is definitely one of those games that requires Nintendo Power. But we're not doing that. We're gonna do this legit. However, Nintendo Power did publish a map of Brinstar and Norfair, and maps of the entire game can easily be found on the internet if you're really having trouble.
However, if you want to really have the satisfaction of beating the game without help, go ahead and give it a try. But be warned, you will get lost at some point.
Planet Zebes is huge, and there's plenty exploration opportunities in this game, but it's really a challenge.
Metroid has managed to hold up quite well today. Although the more recent games in the series have surpassed it, it's still a fun title to revisit even today.
With solid gameplay and a huge exploration factor, Metroid is a very fun game, but its somewhat unresponsive controls and maze-like level layout can easily turn off some players. Welcome to 8-bit gaming.
Because of these reasons, we have decided to give Metroid for the NES an 8.5 out of 10. It's a fun game with some noticeable weaknesses.
Well, that about wraps up this review. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next review.
there's Metroid for you. What'd you think of the game, Peter?
It was alright.
It's a pretty fun game, aside from getting lost all the time. That's the main problem, getting lost. I guarantee you, I got lost like 5 or 6 times just within Brinstar.
Okay, now I can say that we've talked about this before, John.
How do you say that?
Remember? When we were playing the game, I said, didn't we already talk about Lost? You're like, no. Now I can say it and be right.
You confuse me, Peter. Well, anyway, there's Metroid for you. It's an awesome game, but really, really hard. It's the perfect example of what they mean when they say 8-bit gaming.
Stay tuned for our next episode.
I guess we'll see you next time on the Rampaging Rex Show.
Have a nice day.
So, there's Metroid for you. It's a pretty awesome game. What do you think, Peter? Okay, ready, man? Grab the controller.
It's not working!
Dude, I wrong controller.
Oh.
Please excuse our technical difficulties for the time being.
Are you recording this?
Yes. Ah!
You know what? Don't say you're lost.
I hear the ringing! Okay, here, dude, record your line.
Okay.
What the heck was that?
What? You've never heard me beatbox before? I guess he doesn't like my beatboxing that much.
And listen for the ringing. Wait, not yet, not yet. Go.
You lost the game.
I did not lose the game.
Oh really? You just did. I hear the ringing!
Alright, dude, alright.
Okay, I could say we could probably stop right before that.